Why do some movies feel like stories and some don't? You probably already know that the best story video on YouTube is a clip of the creators of South Park talking about how they write their scripts. If you haven't seen it, wow, it's going to blow your mind. And if you have seen it, it's great to be reminded.
Each individual scene has to work as a kind of funny sketch. You don't want one scene that's just like, well, what was the point of that scene? We've found out this really simple rule that maybe you guys have all heard before, but it took us a long time to learn it. But we can take these beats, which are basically the beats of your outline, and if the words "and then" belong between those beats, you're f***ed, basically. You got something pretty boring. What should happen between every beat that you've written down is either the word therefore or but, right? So what I'm saying is that you come up with an idea and it's like, okay, this happens, right? And then this happens. No, it should be this happens and therefore this happens. But this happens, therefore this happens. And that, as soon as we are able to, and literally sometimes we'll write it out to make sure we're doing it. We'll have our beats and we'll say, okay, this happened, but then this happens, and that affects this, and that does to that, and that's why you get a show that feels like, okay, this to that, to this to that, but this, here's the complication, to that.
Yeah, you see movies that you're just watching, it's like, this happened, and then this happens, and then this happens. That's when you're in a movie just going, what the f am I watching this movie for? Just like, this happened, and then this happened, and this happened. That's not a movie, you know, that's not a story. Like Trey said, it's those two, but, because, therefore, that gives you the causation between each beat, and that makes that's a story.
This is a real working example of why every ad has a story in it. Every ad that sells tells a story. Every piece of copy, every email, every video sales letter, they all tell a story. And you can tell it's a story because it's not and then. And then it's a story because this happens, but this happens, which makes this happen. Check out the pinned comment in the description. I have a gift for you. And if you need any help doing it, you can book me and we'll do it together.